You're not losing ranked games because of your skill. It's your habits, your settings, and probably your hardware. And if you don't fix them right now, you're probably going to go ahead and keep getting outplayed by people who already have. We're going to go ahead and get straight to the point here. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Feel free to add to the video as you go along. Now, first things first, stop practicing old habits. I know we're still playing the same maps for the most part, except for Fringe, of course, and we did get a couple of the Season 1, Season 2 map mode combos back. We're using the same weapons and attachments, but the attachments are what I want to talk about along with the Gunfighter wildcard. Now, this is coming from someone that used to use the Gunfighter wildcard religiously up until Season 4. Hot take, it's kind of useless at this point, man. In high skill matches, most top tier weapons hit the performance ceiling by 5 attachments. So adding a 6th or a 7th yields almost no tangible boost. The extra attachments tend to fine tune rather than transform a gun's capabilities, making them luxury tweaks rather than match deciding upgrades. Not only that, they also slow you down a good bit. And it's also very easy to end up adding on 2 attachments that end up giving you diminishing returns. And next, stop accusing everyone of cheating. We know what's happening and way more than we all want to admit. I've got over 60 SR back this week from losing against cheaters. But not everyone that beats you is hacking. Not everyone that shoots straighter than you is cheating. Not everyone that ends the game with the high KD is a hacker. I know this isn't quite the case for everyone, but it is getting pretty easy to tell if somebody is hacking. That being said, when you're getting beat, you just have to accept the fact that you're getting beat. Don't blame it on your teammates. Just accept what's happening in the moment and do what you can to the best of your abilities to try to turn things around and get the dub yourself. Next, put in too much stake in ranks. This may or may not be a true story. I was in a 3 stack and queued up with a silver. I thought to myself, we're done. The silver is gonna straight up sell us like ice cold pink lemonade in this summer heat. The silver went crazy. I believe he outslayed me to keep it a stack. Now, was he smurfing? There is a good chance that he was smurfing, and do I co-sign that? Not really. But I do understand why people are smurfing at this point in Black Ops 6. And the same goes for your opponents. Just because they have a couple of guys in the division higher than you doesn't mean you're gonna get smoked. Also, if you're playing against some kids that are in a division under you, doesn't mean it's gonna be free SR or easy SR, whatever you guys are saying nowadays in game chat. With me being Diamond, I've played some bot Crim 2 and Crim 3 players, and even some kids running around with the iridescent skin on. Maybe they used the unlock tool, or maybe they had somebody boost their account to iridescent, but I've definitely played some kids in those divisions that did not even play like they were platinum players. At the same token though, I played some pretty damn good plat 2 and plat 3 players. So don't let anyone's rank make you too comfortable or uncomfortable. Play the game, not the person. Next, stop thinking you don't have to warm up. Now, I'm not saying you have to run pubs for 30 minutes or even set up a private lobby to shoot bots for a while. Although I do recommend both, but at least knock down 1 or 200 dummies in the shooting range. Do something to get warm. You should not be letting off your first shots when you get into the ranked lobby. No diddy. This could be my old age talking, but I jumped into a ranked game earlier this week, cold turkey, no warm up. My hands were freaking killing me. I'm like, bro, why did I just do this to myself? I believe it was a hard point rewind, and it was literally at the end of that first rotation. I was like, dude, I just fucked myself over here because I didn't warm up. It could have been a combination of that and just finishing editing a video for 4 hours. But the main point here is, yes, 100% warm up. I don't care how you do it. Also, know your limits. You don't want to go ahead and play too much and sweat too hard to where you end up with freaking hand injuries like I did a few weeks ago. There was one weekend where I couldn't play the game if I freaking tried. My wrists and my thumbs hurt so freaking bad. Some of the most basic shit I couldn't do, like drive my freaking car. So yes, warm up, but at the same time, if you think you're doing too much, take a break, use a hand massager, use some ice, whatever you need to do, but take advantage of both. Next, tilt management. Keep your shit together. I guarantee you losing your shit with yourself and definitely losing your shit on your teammates absolutely won't get you the dub. Wilding out, crashing out, whatever term you want to use, this does nothing but make shit worse. Try recording your gameplay with you and your teammates' comms. If you listen back, do you sound like a winning team, or do you sound like a JV girls volleyball team that hasn't won a game all season long? You let me know what you think you should sound like, and let me know how your team's comms sound, no matter what's happening. You could be down 5-0 in search and destroy, but the second you start bitching and moaning and groaning and saying that we should have done this, we should have done that, you might as well just alt F4 or freaking forfeit, because you are absolutely compromised at that point. and have fun trying to win a game when your team is compromised. By the way, if you want to hear the game and your teammates' comms come through crystal clear while you are on the composure, by the way, not crashing out on each other, check out Waves Customs. They've got some sick custom gear that's way better than throwing your controller across the room during the crash out. I've got an affiliate link down below, so save your setup and your sanity. Use code NERV7 for 10% off any purchase at checkout. Next, hardware and settings optimization. Now, settings optimization is very case by case. Ideally, you want to run your visual settings as low as possible and things of that nature. Not gonna dig too much into it because I don't want this to turn into a settings video, but I do want to talk about hardware and controllers first. Try to get some sort of PlayStation controller. I don't really recommend Scuff because their products and customer service are just straight up trash from my personal experience. You could try aim controllers or a BBC, a Battle Beaver custom that is. Get your mind out of the freaking gutter. But I am talking about the PlayStation controllers for the sake of latency. The Xbox controllers have significantly more latency than both the PS4 and PS5 controllers. The DualSense Edge is what I use. Generally has lower latency than the Xbox Elite controller, with the DualSense Edge averaging around 4 ms and the Xbox Elite averaging around 8 ms. That's a big deal. This difference is largely due to the higher polling rate of the DualSense Edge, 527 Hz compared to the Xbox Elite's 99 Hz. Think of these two controllers like two students in class, raising her hand to answer a question. The DualSense Edge is that super eager kid who raises his 527 times every second, equating to 4 ms. And the Xbox Elite is more chill, still fast, only raising his hand at 99 times a second, so it takes around 8 milliseconds to go ahead and check in. Since the DualSense Edge quote-unquote checks in way more often, it gets your commands back faster. Now with overclocking, both controllers will go down even lower in latency, but an overclocked Xbox Elite still doesn't compare to a regular DualSense Edge, so keep that in mind. And also, you want to play on a wired connection. If you're not playing on a wired connection, you are literally handicapping yourself. Ditch the wireless and grab a good old Ethernet cable. In a tight 1v1, every millisecond matters. A wired connection can shave off 5 to 15 milliseconds, sometimes even more, compared to the Wi-Fi's unpredictable swings. That's a big deal. Pairing that with the low latency controller, you have so much more of a competitive edge than you think. And having a wired connection is like whispering in someone's ear. No diddy, direct, clear, and zero guesswork. Wireless is more like trying to shout from an empty parking garage, and whoever you're trying to get your message to is 3 floors above you. You'll get your message across, sure, but expect echo, dropouts, and a whole lot of hold on moments. If you have anything to add, do not hesitate to drop everything down below. Oh, and one more thing. I turned on YouTube memberships this week. If you want to support the channel and score some extra goodies like members only clips, early access to videos before I officially release them, shout outs, things of that nature, go ahead, do not hesitate to become a member. I'll drop 2 more videos for you on the screen right here. This one being developers claiming that Black Ops 7 will feel like Black Ops 2, especially on the competitive end of things. And this one, 10 things Black Ops 7 must have to not be a dog shit game. See you guys over there.